Welcome back to NieR, part 7. So since Asshole Town was not available, was not good for us, let's go back to Popo and see what happens.
Also, Deji's here.
What's up?
Basically, Deji, we found out who are behind.
Shiny.
Oh.
Let's go check it out.
Basically, Deji, we finally found out who are the people who left behind those ruins in Last Guardian. That village of a-holes.
These assholes.
Nice flowers.
Yeah,
Those are lunar tears, legendary flowers.
Hey, those are the flowers that Yonah was looking for.
Yep. There's a reason why we're that, but we're gonna learn about that later.
Yonah's around here, isn't he?
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Meet Kainé. This
Quite the
charming
outfit.
lady is voiced by Laura Bailey. Is gonna be our
we have
very
greater
first
issues
actual
to
party
deal with.
member.
And she's, what's that, happy?
Let's just say that their conditions are.
What are you waiting for, fool attacker?
Oh, okay. Well, this is tradition.
This is a nice way to meet, then.
Basically, you may also have noticed that their outfit is, well, almost
Minimalistic.
non-existent.
This woman is
That too,
certainly
yeah.
to be trifled with.
Basically, you may know at this point because he also mentioned it a lot on his Twitter during the campaign of Automata. Yoko Taro is always a jolly old person that likes fan service. But in this case, he wanted not just to put it for the sake of having a character in a skimpy outfit. There was also that intention, obviously. But at the same time, he wanted also
She's
to
vulnerable when she
use
attacks.
that
Strike then.
to not kind of criticize, but kind of satirize over the fact that in a couple of JRPGs up until the point there were a couple
Man,
of
this boss
female
fight from Metal Gear
characters.
Solid Rising looks different.
Well, actually, 5, Dej, that's where Quiet is from.
Yeah.
I was
Unfortunately,
actually referencing
Unfortunately, she seems to have powers on her own.
Sadly, Platinum Games didn't do this one.
So,
Anyway, the entire point of the outfit is that she's basically supposed to be a satirize of characters who had their outfit because their personality in those games were, you know, the charming old one in order to be fan services as possible. In contrast, Kainé has a very tomboyish personality and she swears like a fucking sailor.
So, does Laura Bailey voice 2 characters in this game?
Well, only once, this one.
I thought it was one she did.
No, only this one.
Oh, must have got my games confused.
She was getting a better job because in the same year she was voicing Sarah in Final Fantasy 13.
Poor thing.
Wasn't she only in that game for like 5 minutes?
don't worry, Final
in the
Fantasy
first one,
14
yes.
made up for that.
Don't worry, Dwebs. They made up for that in 14
Alright,
too.
unfortunately guys, our fights have to be interrupted because we're now facing our very first actual boss.
Her ass.
Oh, this particular shade, which also sets up the tone for the gigantic boss shades which we'll face later on. And this one is actually called Hook.
And he has like
Those
8 testicles in his chin.
Wow, and I thought
That's
Pat
more,
was a big
that's more
departure from the
similar to.
classical.
That's actually similar to, you know, the thing that roosters have under their chin.
Oh,
Basically, some
that's what it's
species-
supposed to be.
No, some species of lizards have some stuff similar to that. It's not shaped like that for that shade. Of course, you can argue, but it just looks like testicles. But yeah.
Doesn't help that roosters are called cocks.
Stay out of my way.
Anyway, also,
You idiots.
yeah, Kainé is gonna please help us beat in this fight.
I don't know. Should we trust her, Pedro? Aside from her voice, should we trust her?
I don't know, it's something about her voice.
Jova, don't be so judgmental. We haven't even talked to her. We don't even know her yet.
So, okay, I have to ask, Pedro. If she were per se the murderer in an Ace Attorney case, would you trust her?
Also, pay attention to the fact that
You have to give me better context.
If a Laura Bailey voiced character was the suspect, and by suspect I don't mean defendant, I mean suspect story-wise in a murder case,
Anyway, moving on. Go ahead, Phil.
Cram them up your ass.
That woman has a fouler mouth than one.
It goes to
Anyway,
welcome.
as you may notice, one of its attacks of this shade is actually regurgitating some minor shades in the shape of balls. Pay attention to those, because those will come to play later in the
Just the
story.
ass. Why does that look like a ball sack?
Those are
I've already made that joke.
Those are basically minor shades of Deji.
No, I'm talking about the dragon's beard.
Oh yeah,
That's
we
the one
already
joke I
talked
made.
about that.
don't worry, Pedro got you covered.
Well, both me
Hey,
and
also,
Pedro, but yeah.
it's strong enough that is actually a good weak spot for you to use in your Dark Lance.
Oh, right,
So I guess that was also the intention. Also, yeah, you have to pay attention. Because it tends to do that in succession, so you actually may end up being thrown like a ragdoll here and there for a good chunk of a fight.
And that's no good.
Turtles.
A good thing is that killing these minor shades gives you a lot of blood, so it's very good for getting back to your MP meter. So if you actually are getting exhaust of magic and the vomits to the shades, that's a good sign for you to replenish your magic meter, sorry.
So, let's see. So far in our party, we have Papa NieR, a book who has a lot of sass and snark, and now a scantily clad satirization of scantily clad women in JRPGs. Who swears like a sailor?
Of course.
Quite the
There you go. As I mentioned, as I showed, you can use magic also to deplete the clock.
Though, don't worry, this boss still has a few tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, don't worry. This is just like a warming up. Again, the gameplay may be dull, but the boss fights are actually kind of interesting. To see that you have to fight the giant beings.
True. Also, do not let them get the drop on you. They will combo you if they get the chance.
Yeah, I can. So, all you really do in combat is roll and
Swinging your weapon. Yeah, there's not too much variety compared to something like Kingdom Hearts, which gives you abilities that lets you basically do everything in midair and both on the ground. This is something that really is subpar.
That does.
Automata does it. Automata
really-
does it better.
Thanks to Platinum Games. It really goes to show that Taro had a specific vision in mind, but hadn't the means to realize it in that regard.
Basically, in Automata, you have like two methods of swinging your sword: light or heavy.
Didn't you show us that in the demo?
Well, that only shows limited stuff anyway. Ow.
Well, gee, screw you too.
No, that's their way to let us avoid that thing.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that's her way of thanking you.
And also that. Ow.
Well, she's dead.
Not
No, remember,
quite.
she has
Not
special
quite.
powers.
Taste.
Ow! Right in the eye.
Aye.
Unfortunately, since both sides are pretty much exhausted, we'll have to continue this another time.
Wait.
But
Yeah, I'll be back
apparently
later.
she seemed to actually know that shade
Symbols
particularly.
disappearing.
Is this actually his daughter just
Never
aged
seen the
up?
like.
Nah,
At
they're
least one
not
has been
pulling that plot.
possessed by a shade. She exists as neither fully human nor other.
So apparently, yeah, she's possessed
guess
by a
half
shade.
of
She's
them
like
no human
an
fault.
half-breed or something.
But if that part goes, I'll cut her down like all the rest.
Keep
Fair
that
enough.
keep also that phrase in mind. Apparently, we obtain a sealed verse from that creature. So maybe killing it next time will help us again. And this is actually Kainé's main theme. Also, later, obviously, you're gonna voice her.
Why did you save me?
Because you're human.
Apparently you don't see too well.
We've not the time to debate your humanity, woman.
Where is your humanity?
Look, you're half human. I'm being followed by a talking book. Let's call it even.
My name's Kainé.
A name we heard back in the village. Yeah, the villagers told, oh, yeah, so town told us about.
Look, nothing good is gonna happen if you stick with me.
Oh, so she's from that town. That explains a lot, doesn't it?
Well, hold on.
Oh, and one more thing. I'm hunting that thing. You stay the hell away from it.
Basically, let's just say that there's something more to her that we don't know yet, but
That's pretty obvious.
For now, let's go back to Popola.
So we fast forward, get into Popola.
So yeah, Kainé, if that monster shows up again, good luck with that. Even though you're hurt. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we won't run into her again.
Look, she's just a Laura Bailey NPC. Nothing to see here.
Also, don't worry if later on in the game I'm starting to fast forwarding more. Anyway, let's select what to do first. Yeah, let's go check on Yonah.
Let's go see how she's doing.
Sorry to go on a random segue. No, never mind.
Never mind.
I won't say it.
Okay.
But first, let's see if we can actually take down that fucking boar.
How could there
And
be
I
shades
fired an
here,
enemy,
of all
yeah.
places?
Oh great, there's shades too.
You will leave
Duck.
this place
Yeah,
alive.
remember, we saw that in the previous part.
So,
Cannot prevail if you are
so you're gonna
blinded
take
with
out your
rage.
frustration on all the sheep.
Oh, yes, obviously.
I don't know, Tia. That seems like a bad idea.
Don't you... Hey, boar, maybe you could help us out with some of these.
Also, yeah, again, despite...
Nia's already banished from Wales, so...
And despite me having a better level and everything, I still can do very pitiful damage, so I think I'll save it for another time.
Well, maybe you could trick him into...
So Tia,
Ow.
Maybe...
Tia, what I'm saying is this fight is a bore.
I reckon all this fighting must be making him horny or something.
Sorry, Dweebs, it doesn't work because boar have tusks, not horns.
Ow! Okay, is...
And now the puns are ruined.
Tusk, Tia.
No.
I could have used that to make a reference to Killer Instinct.
Oh. Speaking of
And
instinct...
yes, as you can see, the boar can actually track you easily with that charge if you're not careful.
You know, that board could be a good way to help with grinding. Just get him to hit the enemies other than you!
No, actually, the shades in this plane don't give you that much of experience, so you're not that much.
Where'd he go?
It's behind the rock, I think. Like most of them think down the map.
Or maybe over there!
I'm hunting on the map in order just for farming a bit. Okay, I don't need two things ramming in me at once, thank you.
Man, this Final Fantasy 15 tech demo really is...
Amazing, I know, it's so ahead of its time.
Anyway, in order to complete that quest, but for now it's not...
Ha!
I'm only missing one piece of mutton, so let's try hunting that ship down and hoping I'm not
He's
getting
coming
killed
right
in the
for you.
process again. Ow!
Man, that sheep accepted its fate.
Poor Papa NieR can catch a break. Oh, and of course I get wool instead. Basically, the only time I need the normal loot, I get the rare one instead.
Okay, you know, Papa NieR, maybe the cure is somewhere in your blood, considering how much damage you can take and live.
So isn't NieR a spin-off of another series?
Yeah,
Drakengard.
Drakengard. But you don't necessarily have to play it. You can still have references from that when you get to go. Oh, and
God, he's gonna try and chase you over the bridge.
Actually, no, I don't think so. But anyway, basically, it is convenient because this is actually set in another world. I cannot explain all the details yet, but basically I need to know they coexist in the same franchise, but this is another world.
Oh,
There's
and what do you
another-
know? He
there's
chased you
another
right
world.
over the bridge.
Okay, probably should get going to the fucking village.
Okay. That
This
boar.
boar is after my fucking blood.
Okay,
I don't have any more healing items.
that
You
boar was smart
bore
enough
me.
to cross the bridge from you.
And I've got the final pieces of mutton, so maybe I can just...
Just gotta make it to
Alright, I'm gonna make a run for it.
Run! Run for your freaking life and don't even think about eating bacon for a
Turn
month!
left. Turn left. Turn left.
Must go faster, must go
Okay.
faster.
I think he's gonna
Alright,
make it.
thankfully.
Whew.
Yeah.
And then the ball comes
As you
into
can
the
check
thing
the
and-
mini-map, you can see where enemies are still following you or not. But god damn it, that was close.
Wow, he actually chased you over the bridge. Okay, tonight we're having a whole feast of barbecue ribs as mentions.
And that's when Tio decided to never play Monster Hunter.
I tried that, but the only problem with me with that, as I mentioned multiple times, is that the only titles I tried so far were on the PSP and 3DS. I
Oh
haven't
no,
got-
Teo, no.
No, hold on, Pedro.
Hold on.
My problem is not exactly the quality of the games, but the fact that I'm kind of a bit harsh with the, with the moving pad. So I don't want the risk of destroying it in order to play the game.
Okay.
So you're gonna get World.
No,
This is
yeah,
a-
I've been told by the fandom that the Monster Hunter games on the PSP are not that great.
They're not at all.
The 3DS ones are great, but PSP. Ooh.
Anyway, there you go. I can give the mutton to the lady from this point on to get more money.
Boy, can you imagine how crazy it would have been if that boar still followed you into the town?
No, but thankfully, as you can see, the village has some doors that they can close.
Oh,
In
so
the case that you can in case of emergency.
yeah, we'll get
Anyway, I
that.
got an extra map because might as well.
We'll get that boar someday, though. And you're
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to.
don't worry. Before, actually, I think it's in a couple of parts that I actually take it down.
Boy, I love how Pop and you can just walk it all off, though. I mean,
That's how tough he is.
yeah.
Badass man.
I know that boar's out
Oh,
there.
also another
waiting
thing,
for- what
he
the-
cannot swim.
So, the guy can take several hits from a gigantic boar, live to tell the tale, but he can't swim.
Actually, there's a probably there's a good reason for that, but I'll have to save it for later.
Damn, I wish there was a lifeguard nearby.
Actually, basically, every time you jump into the water, you actually get basically dragged to the nearest shore, so you don't really die. You don't really.
I've traveled the lands far.
Anyway, there you
and
go.
near.
That's where that's where the chickens have laid their eggs.
Wait, was that Dwebs doing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Mhm.
There you go. Now I just need to report, and the quest will be complete with that.
I've been
at
told
least with
that. I've been told I actually have some decent range.
Oh, yeah. You do it.
He does.
You, Shiroi, and Moi do.
What do you say, Deji?
I honestly
Go
kind
ahead.
of thought that Dark Star randomly came in like, oh.
I mean, not to sound cocky, Joel, but I think my Von Karma voice also is not too shabby.
Oh, yours is too. I was just talking about in bouts of range, but yeah, you're pretty good. Oh, you're talking about when you go deeper for that.
I'm talking about in terms of range, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, good point. I mean, I guess
That, Deji, I'm planning on testing my range further when we get to Persona 5.
forgive me, Pedro. It's been a
It's
while
on
since
5
we've heard you
years.
do that, but yeah, you're right. You're good with
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing the
Vitaba.
voice of Vitaba in that one.
But you have to do Personas 3 and 4 first.
Well, not necessary. That each persona is kind of like its own
Yeah,
thing.
it's
I
just-
like
Yeah,
that
you
one. I
can
like
just play
with,
5 if you want. Don't
I
worry
like
about
with
that.
the normal continuity of like with the main line of Shin Megami Tensei. These spin-offs are one title each one. There's a
But they all
small
take place in the same universe.
arguable because it hasn't been confirmed by anything. Only small hints and Easter eggs here and there.
That reminds me, though.
It's on a free same universe of Catherine, but anyway.
Yonah.
Shiroi?
Actually, no. Remember.
This is Yonah.
Yonah, what is it? It's gonna be alright.
It doesn't hurt nearly as much as the
that's
bore
amazing.
marks.
Just hold on. Dad! What? Don't do anything. It's dangerous.
Too late.
Just got almost killed by a boar, so.
I almost got killed by what we usually have for dinner.
I wonder what's for dinner.
Ribs!
Boy, this piece is
The
what
black
all warriors
squirrels
strive
will
for.
be advancing at a furious rate.
She needs something to stop her pain. Let's see if Bobola's got any ideas. God help us.
Oh god.
Hey,
No,
don't be too judgmental.
I think you got her first step wrong. Trust me, she's not that incompetent.
Yeah. And to be fair, I mean, she's
Well, first impression.
Especially because for now she's gonna give actually a good advice for the medicine you can need to ease
Also,
the pain of Yonah.
also sorry, Des, I gave you the wrong response. Oh boy, I'm so hungry, I could eat an Octorok.
You know, one of us is gonna have to handle that game for the channel, and it ain't gonna be me.
Is there
If
such
you-
a thing as a Philips CDI emulation?
Yeah, I don't know of any, actually.
You know what Nintendo should do now? They should work with Philips to release a CDI mini.
If I can
I
find...
mean, Atari is making a new console, so might as well.
I mean, hell, we got Star Fox. We're getting Star Fox 2. Something no one ever thought would be possible.
Anyway, yes, Pedro, there are Philips CDI emulators.
Anyway,
Well, not doing it. I'm already
These-
doing plenty of Zelda games anyway.
this side quest is all about rearranging books in the library, so it's actually pretty easy. You just need to go around in circles in the entire library, which is not that big to begin with, and place it the book where the cursor is pointing.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's just a question of running around and checking each shuffle till
Interesting.
you find the one that you need, like this one. There we go. We need to do that like 3 more times, I think, and we're done. Basically, each time we need to go talk to this lady, and she will give us a different book. She also says to us where we need to go, but we also need to point the perspective.
Hey,
One thing that I noticed
Hold on.
is...
all powerful? Can't you just, use magic to zap this place into shape?
The infinite power of Grimoire Vice is not to be used for such trivial tasks.
I'm not asking for much.
Yeah.
You are the one so enamored with hard, honest work.
Jay.
Alright, go ahead, Pedro.
I noticed there's a particular thing that they always do, that they're doing with the voice acting. They do the same thing with Worldlands of View, where Worldlands of View has only like 2 fully voiced cutscenes, but every time a text box of a character shows up, we always hear one sound bit from that character
Yeah.
to keep the...
Yeah, it's a common thing. I think I forgot which specific games. I know a couple of other games tend to do that.
I think Kingdom Hearts Recoded did that.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, it's not it's not that much used, but it's not even an.
It's
too much
a
to
tactic
talk.
that it's a tactic mostly used to handheld games, but yeah.
Well, Kingdom Hearts Recoded was handheld.
But
Anyway,
again,
Pedro will be back up NieR, I guess.
Okay.
Sure, I...
Shiori? Why do I need to voice both now?
Yeah, I can be back up,
pick up,
Papola.
yeah.
It's for Yonah. Her pain is... It's getting bad.
That poor girl.
Sure.
Well,
Well,
I
I
guess we
guess
could try a shaman fish.
Oh my god, Popo is possessed!
No. Anyway, the shaman fish is, as you can imagine, a fish.
Never heard of it.
You can catch them at seafront. Their livers contain a chemical that's said to dull even the strongest pain.
Bible reference.
Do you have any scientific evidence to back that up?
Well, I have the over daily sayings.
Great. So we're
The word
seafront.
seafront.
I guess
Oh,
I'm just gonna be dumb and take you at face value, even though I have no reason to believe you on this.
Out beyond the southern plains.
Well, she is the village mayor.
That too, yeah. She would have to know about this sort of stuff.
Shades have been spotted there recently, so be careful.
Wait, since when do politicians know about...
Anyway, she
Whatever.
also needs for a small side quest.
Oh, just the man I needed. Could you gather 2 medicinal herbs from the northern plains for me?
Okay, I'm actually with you guys on this one. She's too lazy. She cannot get her ass up to the market
Yeah.
to get 2 medicinal herbs.
So you want us to go out into the northern plains where there's a killer boar to go get him?
Thank
How about
goodness
you
we
get
are
up? How about you get off your ass and do something?
Hey!
I've been
Alright,
exhausted
what I
lately.
miss.
Basically, Shiroi,
Hold on.
Popple is still being lazy and she wants us to buy stuff for her.
Because she's
oh,
exhausted.
on
Because
the
she's
wall-
exhausted.
I'm pretty sure her legs work, right?
On
Unless
the
I
wa-
missed
Yeah,
something.
Not that we've seen.
Bas-
Anyway, Shiroi, also she's also a bit useful because she pointed out to basically Yonah is in extreme pain, so we need to find something that eases her up a bit. And Popola, she told us about a fish where we can find in a town called Seafront at the south of the village. So that's actually where we're going next. But I think we'll actually do that in the next
A
part.
fish in a
I
town
forget,
called
Shiroi.
Seafront.
When did you burp, Shiroi?
Quite a while back.
Oh, so were you there
You
for
were
not
still,
the?
that much-
you were
not
still
that
killing.
much is-
You were still killing his
Not that
innocent
much.
people.
A
at
boar-
that
Oh,
a boar-
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
boar almost killed us, but we managed to get it and resolved a couple of mini side quests like the chicken one.
Basically,
Alright.
Shiroi, out of all the enemies on the world map, the boar followed to you the entire way, even crossed a bridge to chase after him, and nearly finished him off. He was down to his
Well,
last
you
hell
in the
fighting.
last part that they will follow you. So.
Yeah, as
But
I
that
mentioned.
boar was the most persistent one. It's like, god dang.
Anyway, see you for the next part,
See
everybody.
you for the next
Yeah.
part.
See
See
you
ya.
then.